Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something absolutely huge. We're unpacking a roadmap drawn straight from our source material that is just as demanding as it is ambitious. We're talking about the Billionaire Blueprint. We're going to explore the rigorous step-by-step architecture of extreme wealth. And look, as the text makes abundantly clear, achieving this level of success, it's no walk in the park. It requires a massive, ground-up personal transformation. No excuses, no shortcuts.
So here's the specific blueprint we're tackling today. We'll start with 1, mindset foundation, then hit 2, surviving failure, 3, the business engine, 4, wealth and mistakes, 5, the price of success, and finally 6, the 10-year roadmap. Let's get right into it.
Section 1, the Billionaire Mindset Foundation.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it directly contrasts average habits with exceptional ones. Because long before a single dollar is ever made, the source insists that wealth starts entirely in your mind. Average habits, they lean heavily on comfort and distraction, the path of least resistance. But exceptional habits demand absolute hyperfocus. While the average person spends their whole weekend just seeking entertainment, the billionaire mindset is out there seeking education. They are ruthlessly auditing their daily routines to make sure every single action aligns with long-term growth rather than just a quick hit of short-term pleasure.
But hey, what happens when that initial spark of excitement inevitably fades away by, say, Tuesday morning? Well, the blueprint insists that motivation is highly unreliable. It's really just a fleeting emotion. You've got to build systems. By setting up rigid, non-negotiable rules for yourself, doing the hard work isn't some choice you have to agonize over at 5 a.m. It simply becomes your default operating system. Discipline literally takes the wheel the exact second motivation bails on you.
Section 2, surviving failure and rejection.
Here's the sobering reality of the journey. Setbacks, criticism, and brutal rejection, they're guaranteed milestones. They are not roadblocks. This source challenges us to completely flip our perspective here. Instead of processing a rejection as a sign to pack it up and quit or as proof that you just aren't good enough, treat it like raw data. It's simply proof that you are actually in the arena, figuring out exactly what doesn't work so you can rapidly pivot to what does.
Section 3, building the business engine. Okay, now we accelerate a bit, translating all that internal mental resilience into external, real-world value. Just spotting a random gap in the market, not going to cut it. The blueprint dictates you have to find massive problems, issues affecting huge populations or whole complex industries, and position yourself as the totally irreplaceable solution. This means reading the market, anticipating future needs, and executing with aggressive, decisive leadership to build something that actually moves the needle. To move beyond just trading your time for an hourly paycheck, you absolutely must build scalable engines. We're talking software, automated systems, or organizational structures that grow literally while you sleep. The source heavily highlights securing multiple streams of income as a complete non-negotiable. Why? Because it decentralizes your wealth. It protects you from a single point of failure and allows your income to expand on autopilot without demanding an endless supply of your personal time.
Section 4, wealth compounding and mistakes.
Making the money is just one skill. Keeping it and multiplying it, that is an entirely different game. The source is super direct about the specific traps that keep people poor. Lifestyle inflation, toxic debt management, and the absolute ultimate wealth killer, get-rich-quick schemes. To truly compound your wealth, you have to invest wisely, let time do the heavy lifting, and completely ignore all the loud, distracting noise about fast, unearned cash.
Section 5, the price of success.
All right, time for some tough love and unfiltered reality. So the crucial point is how we define sacrifice in this blueprint. It means giving up the good, the comfortable, and the average, all in pursuit of the extraordinary. You simply cannot build a massive empire while desperately clinging to your comfortable weekend routine. It means enduring strained relationships, very long nights, and a kind of singular focus that most people refuse to stomach. You are trading your current comfort for total future freedom.
Section 6, the 10-year mastery roadmap.
Now this is where all that theory becomes remarkably concrete. The blueprint frames this strictly as a brutal decade-long marathon. Year 1, that's pure survival and foundation building. By year 3, you're finally hitting product-market fit. Year 5 is all about aggressive scaling and team building. Year 7 shifts to high-level investing and dominating your market. And finally, year 10 is the realization of that massive target. It's a roadmap that visually anchors the absolute necessity of having immense, stubborn patience.
But to survive that decade without completely burning out, willpower simply won't cut it. The source emphasizes locking in ironclad daily productivity systems and a relentless diet of required reading. Continuous self-improvement, literally absorbing the massive mistakes and hard-won victories of mentors through their books, is the actual fuel that keeps your engine running when the road inevitably gets steep.
This central thought right here captures the core truth of the text. Success demands relentless action, unshakable resilience, and the refusal to accept anything less than mastery. If you want to achieve this insane level of mastery, the source reminds us that there are absolutely no shortcuts and no luck to rely on. You must cultivate a resilience that simply refuses to stay down. You've got to push through the pain, the self-doubt, and the total failures.
Which leaves us with one final undeniable question derived from all of this. Will you pay the price or remain average? The 10-year roadmap is drawn, the mindset is clearly defined, and the sacrifices are heavily documented. The execution, however, that's entirely up to you. Start building your foundation today, and we'll see you in the next Explainer.